Hello there, my favorite people. After being reunited and scheming, the party continued through the Cragmaw Castle. They almost fought an owlbear, found another entrance to the castle, and then made their way to the mess hall. There, Curtis berated the goblin kitchen staff, which didn't end well for their chef. Now, the party continues onward into further trouble. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Awful Good. I'm your adorable DM, Lynn Andrews, and tonight we're playing with Mary.
Hey, I'm Mary Russell, and I am playing Laura, who is a half-elf druid.
And Jackson.
I'm Jackson. I'm playing Curtis, a human fighter.
And Brian.
Hey, I'm Brian, and I play Beck Skullcrush, a half-orc fighter.
And last but not least, Rob.
And I play York, a half-elf bard.
Woo! And I play all the other characters, because I'm the DM. Sadly, Dave could not join us. He plays the tiefling Joel, so we will be making do without him. So, as you guys are in this mess hall, Curtis has given his whole spiel, and you guys are started to make your way out of the mess hall, I believe through the western door in front of you guys. As you guys, there's kind of some crumbled walls and whatnot, so it's not actually like a door, more of kind of like a hallway. As you guys are starting to make your way through, all of a sudden you hear Joel go, "What?" as he blinks out of existence. Joel has disappeared. Huh. He apparently is having a pretty rough month, apparently. Huh. You have no idea where he went.
Oh, must be his upkeep.
Man. Alright, well,
Like, did he just, like, disappear? Was there,
you
like,
hear
a
him go,
or
you
anything?
hear him look at himself for a second and go, "What?" And then, bam, gone. Nothing left behind.
Martha, did you do this?
I have many talents, but blinking someone out of existence, not a talent of mine. I wish I had that, though. That's pretty damn special.
Is that like a tiefling thing? Do we, anybody else know any, devils? Personally?
York looks around the, spot where Joel was, and she goes, "Well, that's normally magic that does that.
True.
I don't possess that. Do we have any wizards on staff here?" And she looks around.
Tieflings don't have
Shrugs.
phasing. I'm guessing some planeswalker cast Blink, and he'll be back at the beginning of the next turn.
What is this blink that you speak of?
I'm not even sure myself. Just something I heard sometime. Some magic thing, some kind of gathering. I don't know.
So, Joel has disappeared. You guys have no idea why.
Okay.
No rhyme, no reason.
I lean up against one of the walls. Like, if you're numbering them clockwise, it's the fourth one.
You point at one of them?
No, I lean up against one of them.
One of the goblins?
No, one of the walls.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good.
He's just being overly specific about which wall.
Yeah.
You realize as you lean against the fourth wall that it starts to crumble, and you figure that it's maybe not that stable.
So,
Are you still writing on me?
Yeah.
Yup.
Okay.
It's very
That's
regal.
cool.
As long as it's okay,
Carrying the
I can
head
get down.
of King Groll.
I can get down. I can get down if you need me to.
That's
You
fine, I
can't
just
talk,
wanna-
by the way. You can only talk in bear.
Roar, 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 roar. I give you this look that's like, where do you want to go? Let's do this.
We're going. Yeah. Well. Okay. Sorry, our friend just disappeared in the middle of nowhere. I just felt like I was a little bit concerned. But if nobody else is concerned, it's fine. Let's just move on. I don't care.
Yeah, as you guys have learned, you guys didn't care about Joel last time. He just got kidnapped and maybe threatened with torture, but, no big deal.
No.
Whatever.
To be fair, we watched him go into the woods following the girl that he had banged the night before, so...
Nope.
That
only
was
one
pretty...
person. Only York saw that happen, and he didn't tell anyone, because that's how York rolls, apparently.
I feel like him disappearing out of the middle of nowhere is different. But, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Tieflings, who can say?
Okay, so you guys are continuing through the hallway of rubble,
Okay. Yep.
correct?
Yes.
So as you guys start to continue through this hallway, there are 3 goblins that are already on their feet with their swords ready from the
Okay.
noise that they heard in the mess hall. And you hear one of them call out in Goblin, "What is the meaning of this?"
I just let out this like really huge roar. To
Okay.
intimidate. Can I roll for intimidation?
Yep.
Yes. Please do.
Intimidation. Chicka, 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 chicka. Intimidation. And I rolled a 6.
So what you intend to be this massive, powerful roar comes out more of like a...
I like cough to try to like cover up the embarrassment of that roar.
I'll step forward and say to the goblins, we could ask the same of you. Why exactly are you not kneeling before your new king?
Our new king is an half-breed?
Oh, hell no.
You bet it. Best of both worlds.
Best of what worlds? The horrible and the more horrible?
Look who this is coming from. Full goblin. I roll my eyes.
I want to hold up Grohl's head and just say like, someone translate for me. You want to be like this? This is your last king, and I want to roll for intimidation.
And I'm
Okay,
translating
so-
for him.
Okay, roll intimidation with advantage because you're getting an assist.
Okay. And
So what did you do?
I rolled a 12.
The goblin looks at you and goes, "He was a bullshit king and so are you." Roll initiative, everyone.
Try me, mother effer.
Okay, so Rob was first. York was first. Okay, so Laura Bear, which by the way, Laura, you are fighting with the stats of a bear.
Yeah, I am.
Which means, by the way, when you lose all your AC as a bear,
Yeah.
or not AC, your HP as a bear, then you drop down to your normal HP
Okay.
and self.
So I need to roll initiative as a bear, or should I just take that?
Laura and Beck, what is your guys' dexterity modifier?
As a bear, it's 0.
Okay. 3. Okay, so Beck goes before Laura. Okay, first up is York. You have 3 goblins
Cool.
before you. They all have their scimitars ready at the go.
So York is going to belt out a little ditty as he rushes forward. He's going to be like, "King Grohl is dead and Beck is king, and you guys can't do anything. Yes, your king is dumb and he is dead, and if you don't believe me, look at his head." And I leap through the air to attack with my rapier, the nearest one to me.
Okay, make an attack.
15.
Nice.
15?
Mm-hmm.
That just barely hits. Roll
Yay.
damage.
That's 10 piercing damage.
Nice. Some good piercing damage right
Where
there.
did he go?
And as a as a bonus action, with a turn and a wink towards Curtis, I'm going to burn my last bardic inspiration point so that he has a bardic inspiration die, a d6, that he can
Okay,
add to
so
something.
York sings his little ditty, and the first one in front of him that kind of mouthed off to you, Beck, which you don't actually know because Curtis knows, and anyone else who speaks Goblin.
He pulled out a sword. I get the gist.
Yeah, York pulled out a thing and completely cut the dude in half, and he is now dead.
He pulled out his thing and cut somebody in half.
You know how I roll.
Now I'm just gonna let's just be nerds for a minute. There's no way he cut him in half with a rapier.
Yep. That's a stabbing weapon.
I'm gonna be
Hey,
Jackson for a minute. He might have stabbed him through. Yeah, got a good death in him.
Hey, I stabbed him so good I stabbed him in half.
Hey,
Your hand went through his heart.
this is fantasy, and I'm the DM. It can be whatever it wants. If he cuts a guy in half with a rapier, that's what happens. No,
I love this game.
York comes up, says his thing, takes his rapier, and stabs him right through the throat, and kills him.
Ah.
So,
And Curtis has a bardic die.
and Curtis has a bardic die.
How does that
next-
work? What do I
You can
add
add a
it to?
d6 to another roll.
Like a damage roll or a hitting roll or an
Ability
anything
check,
roll?
attack, saving throw.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you can save it too.
And it only lasts for like an
10.
hour, I think.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up are the goblins.
Oh, snap.
So the next to the one that's dead, is going to make an attack against York. That's a 16 against AC.
Ooh, that is going to hit.
Okay. You take 7 slashing damage.
Oof.
Oh no. Oh no, don't do
And,
it.
he goes, "You think you're so smart, huh?"
Well, there's already one of you down. Idiot. You just attacked a friggin' place with a bear.
So next up is the next goblin, who's going to take a run at King Beck,
Eat it.
because
How tall is he?
this is BS. He's going to roll with disadvantage.
Nope.
So that's 12 against AC.
Not gonna do it.
So he goes, "Avasky!" and misses. Next up is Beck. You're on top of Lorebear.
Can I stand up and jump down onto the guy, smashing him with my maul into the
You
ground?
will need to make an acrobatics check.
Okay. A 15?
Okay, roll an attack.
Alright. 24? Does the 24 hit?
I think 24 hits.
That'll be alright.
Yeah,
That was 11 damage too.
So you jump off. How would you like to kill this goblin?
I want to just squish him into the ground, and then I would really like to crush him and just look at the other one and be like, "You sure you don't like me as king?"
So, the rest of you see Beck jump off Lorebear, bring down his maul, and just crush this goblin down into the ground, just like an accordion.
Like
And,
that guy on Final Destination that gets squished by the plate glass. Anybody? Yeah? Like that.
Didn't see it. Another reference over the DM's head. Whoosh. I saw some awful
Probably
Final
best.
Destiny
They're not
movie.
great.
Yeah, no.
I was thinking
saw
of Play-Doh, just the way that it squishes out. But maybe that's because I have some kids.
So you yell at the other one. Up next is Laura. Do you do anything as a bear?
Okay, are they all dead?
Nope. There's one still alive that just saw one stabbed in the neck and dead, and the other one just crashed to death.
Now,
All right.
would that work as like an intimidation roll if you wanted to be saved one last time?
You can roll an intimidation if you want.
Like if he wants to give
That-
up or
Talking is a free action. So if you wanted to roll an intimidation roll, I'll allow it.
need goblins to run the castle. 21.
He drops his. They drop their weapon. They go, okay, I don't want to be squished. So, whatever you want, I'll do.
He says he
and
doesn't
Curtis,
want to
you
be
hear this.
squished. He's gonna do whatever we want.
I don't know. Do we,
The
do
goblin-
we believe him?
The goblin corrects you and says, she doesn't want to do all the,
So the goblin understands common, which is what I use to translate to.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Never mind.
Interesting. Liar! Crush them!
Never mind. Sorry.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think we should, accept her into the fold, or?
Him, I say.
Right. True. I have no idea whether or not that's a girl.
Well, we can start by asking him to drop his weapon.
He already did.
Okay.
She already did.
Okay. Should we tie her up?
If listen, if she wants to be a part of the kingdom, then prove her worth and come with us. Fight in the next room.
God damn it! I hate you. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. You want to prove
How
your
many
loyalty
goblins
to the
can
new
the-
king? I say in Goblin. Will you come with us and put that sword to good use for your new liege?
Hey,
Or
hey,
talk to them.
whatever doesn't get me killed, I'm okay with that.
No guarantee.
And yeah,
We can
so,
respect pragmatists.
What's our new king's name?
King Beck.
King Beck. Okay, yeah, that's great with me. I'm Astrapo.
Strapo.
I,
Sure you are. Stand a little farther away from us, please.
Beck, this is Estrapo.
Strapo. From having like Lem, Dan, Tim, and now Estrapo, the goblin. It's welcome to the new kingdom, Estrapo.
Oh wait, no, you wouldn't know this. So, she does not speak common, so she just kind of stares at you, Curtis, like,
I do one of these.
Strappo, like, gives you a double thumbs up, like, whatever you need, new King Beck.
That's the spirit. Excellent. Onward. Is there a door right above us? Right here?
Hold
above
on.
us?
Ah.
Kind of door-ish.
Crud, what the heck is going on with my... There we go. I'm having problems with my windows. Sorry, guys. That goblin no longer exists because you killed it out of existence. So you see a door to the north of you guys, along with some strewn rubble and whatnot, but, you guys are more towards the front of the castle.
Oh, can we loot?
Yes.
Also, Mary, I'm sorry to steal your kill right there at the end. My bad.
It's alright. I like just hanging out while you guys play. It's fine.
You find nothing of use. It's old crap
Okay.
and smattered goblins. So unless you want to be weird and collect goblin parts, there's nothing of use.
Jeez, who would collect weird finger bones? That's just
I
a
don't know.
weird thing. Who would do that?
Yeah. Okay, so are you guys continuing?
No, it's Jackson. Jackson did it.
It was, yeah, yeah.
That's right.
That would be
Someone.
Runway the wizard collected finger bones that I pretend were
So we'd like to
cursed.
point out that I'm still that Beck as a character is still concerned that we're going to come across the other two.
Your DM recognizes your concerns and moves on. So you guys have a northern door. You guys are going through that.
Sounds good.
Yes.
So you guys go through and you have a hallway that you also notice a door, which Beck, you and Lim, your guess from when you guys did your recon would be the area where you had the goblins who are probably keeping guard via, range support of guarding the gate. But you guys are to the point where there's the gate part, and also, as you know, of at least one of the rooms with the goblin range support.
So I think if we go in here, there's a good chance that they know we're here. So I suggest we do what we usually do and just bust in and attack as fast as we can.
Sounds good.
I just run past them all and like break down the door.
Hell
Running
yes.
Shall I
Bear
lead the
power.
Oh, okay.
Like I get like this like running start and like just break down the door.
I'll
Okay,
follow right
okay.
behind her.
Please growl Leroy Jenkins somehow.
At least I really want some fried chicken now. Okay. Door stand close to the north and south with crumbling mound of rubble partially obscuring the southern hall. To the east, a broad corridor ends in two more doors leading south and east. The corridor is cluttered with dusty rubble and fallen plaster from partial collapse of the ceiling overhead. And you come into an archer post. It's a small room with littered debris. An arrow slit opposite the door offers a fine field of fire over the terrace in front of the castle gates. There are two goblins in front of you guys who have quickly turned around with crossbows. Are you guys attacking, or are you guys just trying to convert them again?
Hold on. I think I have an explanatory song that should handle all of this. Just let me sing you this song, and it'll explain everything.
Go
I
for
just
it.
growl.
Can I roll performance to see if they like my song?
Yep, go for it.
Okay, I'm rolling performance to see how much they like the song that I play. I rolled a 25.
You're successful. They kind of like it. They're kind of digging it. It's something new, something fresh. Lit AF.
Yep, that's all accurate. Yes, that's me.
Are you doing anything with that song outside of, trying to, get it on with some goblins?
I guess I'll try and persuade them now to join
Okay.
our cause. Can I roll persuasion?
Go for it.
With advantage, right? Because they love his music.
I mean, they do. I'm like kind of a celebrity.
Kind of.
You don't know if you're a celebrity with these goblins.
I mean, they do now. After I played like that, like, how could I be anything but like
You
a superstar?
played a song that they like. That doesn't mean that they're gonna follow you wherever. They're not haven't become, roadies yet.
I mean, give it time. Okay.
Roll with normal whatever.
I rolled
Yeah,
an
big
18 for persuasion.
Yeah, big freaking surprise you did. You have persuade. What do you say to persuade them?
I say that there's a lot of great future in King Beck's kingdom. There's going to be a truck, and there's going to be meat on the truck, and possibly breads around the meats.
We might turn this We might turn this whole castle into a food cart.
You know, a
Food
little
castle.
coat of paint, and some slight bringing up to code.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we're promoting the whole food truck angle and maybe making this into a food empire kind of deal. So the other goblin turns to the other one. He goes, "Well, I don't know about you, but that sounds kind of good. It sounds a little bit better than having to get our hands dirty all the time. I mean, if it involves food, like, I'm more for eating food all the time than having to deal with killing people all the time. I mean, it's a lot less messy than the other thing. I don't know how you feel about it, but, like, this guy seems like he's really great, and we should probably look into it." And, the other goblin's, like, clutching its cross... The other goblin, like, is clutching its crossbow, and it looks at the goblin that's been just, like, babbling on and on and on and on. It's like, we just met these people. I'm totally on game for following them, since, probably is a less lethal kind of option here. I don't know if we should be singing quite the praises of the situation, since we haven't seen the results of such a situation since they just busted in here. But I think we can follow along with this whole situation.
Should probably include that we've taken over 75% of the castle.
That you know of.
Yes, my liege has done that.
Oh,
that you know of.
We've been around the outside.
That you know of.
Yes, that we know of.
I've been
Bigger on the
training.
inside.
I've been training myself to keep a straight face.
It's a castle of holding.
There's a basement. There's a fantastic basement downstairs. You guys just have to see it. It's great.
Okay.
7,500 square feet just in the basement.
What are you guys telling these archer goblins to do?
Come with us.
You know, I'm gonna speak in common to Beck. You know, maybe we should have them continue to keep watch here. But if they spot anyone, rather than opening fire, send one of them to get us, and the other maintains watch at his post if they see anything.
That's a fantastic. You know what? That is a fantastic idea, Curtis. Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent reasoning. Leave the. Yeah, definitely don't send the babbling one.
Okay. I give the orders to the goblins.
Make sure we get their names too.
Yep. What are your names? I ask them.
In Goblin?
Yes.
So the babbling went and goes, "My name's York, sir."
We've got York. I point to York.
And you see his eyes light up, and he looks at you, York, and he goes, Are you the York? Are you the York? Could you sign my crossbow, please?"
Of course. Anything for a fan.
So you like shoves
good
the
to-
crossbow into your arms.
It's got a little bit of yes, of course. Who do I make this out to again?
To York.
Right.
No E, sir, no E.
It's so fantastic.
He looks at the other goblin. He goes, "See, I told you this is the one it was named after. He's so cool. I can't believe he's here at this at this fortress of all places. Like he's so excited he can't even talk straight anymore."
York just kind of hands back the crossbow and just kind of turns to Curtis, "Just get me out of here."
The other goblin like looks at you, York, like, and it clutches his crossbow more, and he's like, "My name's Cork."
And this is Cork. I translate to everyone else.
What's the other
No,
one
we're
saying?
getting
El Chapo?
Strapo.
Strapo.
Strapo. So yeah, Cork does not give any recognition to like who York is or anything, but York the goblin is just like all over this crap.
Okay.
He's like a little uncomfortably close to York the bard.
Okay, I put a hand on York's shoulder and say, "All right, York, and Cork." I put a hand on Cork's shoulder. We need you to continue to keep watch here at your sentry post. But if you see anyone approaching the castle, don't open fire on them. York, you are to continue to keep watch and keep an eye on anyone who approaches. Cork, you are to find us in the castle and notify us of what sort of individual or individuals we have approaching. Got it?
Where should I find you?
Beck, where are we going to be?
I think we're heading north. Seems like we're making a loop.
We're going to be in the northern regions of the castle.
Okay.
I point,
Cork responds. He's like, I just don't want to go to the temple. That's all I care about.
Yep, where's the temple?
Yeah. Oh, I can't. I don't understand.
I don't know. It's somewhere in the middle. I don't go there. There's creepy crap.
There's
I
a
just
temple in the middle.
guard
I
the
translate to
front.
Beck. There's creepy crap in the temple.
Excellent. To Beck and Laura, because she doesn't speak Goblin either.
Yep.
I love it. Okay.
That's all they're giving you. They're like, okay, sir, sure, yeah, I'm all about this. Especially if York, says this is what I should be doing. I'm gonna do whatever York says. My parents. My parents were there. Like, I mean, they named me after you, and like, I'm all good for it. Like, yeah, I'll do whatever you want, York.
Of course. You're too hands.
Okay.
Too much.
Like, like this, a goblin is expressing like pure delight, and it's really creepy too, because he's just like,
This isn't the first time. You understand.
You know
so,
what?
they go.
Here's a deal
Good to
for
see
you.
a fan.
Your circumspection concerning the temple seems entirely merited. So you don't even have to go in if we happen to be in the temple at the time. Just yell across the threshold. Let us know something's up.
Cork nods at you and goes, I can do that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
As long as you're compliant, you'll find that Beck is a much more, shall we say, just king than Grohl ever was.
Hey, if you're gonna be nicer to us and maybe deal with those hobgoblins, and I don't have to go to that creepy temple, I'm all about King Beck. Yup, King Beck. Woo, he's the best.
Great.
Did she mention hobgoblins? That sounded familiar.
Yep,
You don't know
hobgoblins.
crap.
I say.
You don't
That
speak
word,
goblin.
That word kind of sounded familiar.
You don't know crap.
Yeah,
You don't
they're,
speak
they're
goblin.
saying hobgoblin. There's, they'd really appreciate it if we'd take care of the hobgoblins.
Can do.
And hey, for all I know, we already have. On the other hand, maybe there are more. In
That's
any
true, we
event,
did
I
take
think
out-
we're done here.
Okay, let's go. Let's keep moving. What do you think,
Okay.
Laura?
Lead the way, O noble king.
All right.
So you guys continue further up north. You pass by the main entrance to the Cragmaw Castle. It's a very decrepit door. It's not really even a door, so to speak. It's fallen apart with years of disuse and whatnot. You continue up. There's also a hallway to your right that seems to lead somewhere, and also might lead. You suspect kind of like borders the mess hall where you Curtis berated the goblins there. There's also a door as you continue up. There's a door to your to right in front of you, and there's also a door to your left. Again, Beck, you would take this as the other outpost of ranged goblins protecting the door.
Okay. Where's the? I'm sorry. Where's the hallway? Real quick. I can't.
You're in the
I
hallway.
can't tell. But you said there was a hallway
Number
to the
2.
right.
There's a hallway to the right that I can't reveal.
Oh. Okay. It's somewhere over there. All right. Well, I mean, I don't know, you guys. What do you guys think? We've been doing pretty good at kind of going around and coming in. I feel like if there is creepy stuff inside here, it'd be better if there weren't goblins also trying to come in at us.
I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
listen at the upper door to the west.
Okay.
great.
Roll a perception check.
Okay, I got a 16.
Okay. You hear two, at least in Goblin, you hear two voices talking to each other going, so, what are you planning to do next if, you get your, time off? And, the owner goes, you think I'm gonna get my time off? Like, we never get time off. What are you expecting? And they just kind of go back and forth, and you suspect something's kind of weird with the way that they're talking to each other, but you don't know. I mean, they're goblins. They're weird.
They're talking about potential vacation plans and how they're probably not going to get any.
That's our angle, man.
That's our hook, yes.
All right.
Who wants? Which
how's-
of you two wants to take this one this time? Sounds kind of like it might be York's deal.
GM,
Whatever.
how am I feeling that bardic inspiration? Is it still? Do I still have it going on?
Yeah,
All right.
you still have it.
You got this.
You only have it probably for a few more minutes.
Okay. Shall I?
Yeah, sure. You got this.
All right. I'll
Please.
open up the door, walk through.
Now, real quick, I apologize to interrupt, but what is the order that you guys are doing? Because not only do we have Beck on the Lore Bear. We have Curtis. We have York. We have Martha. We have Lem. And then you also pulled a Strapo from the other one. How are you guys going? And Jal has just like blinked out of existence for what you guys know.
Right.
What is your order? Marching order.
Well, okay. What was it before? We had, I think.
You had York and Lem, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
York, Lem, and Curtis.
I think it'd be best if we
figure
had.
I'm in the back, like, kind of like growling.
Well,
kind of keeping them at
wherever Beck and Lore Bear are one unit at this point.
He didn't get back on after he jumped off.
That's
and,
true,
like,
yeah.
smashed that.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
was
whatever.
walking.
Let me know who's in front.
It's a tight hallway.
I'll take point.
So we have Curtis and who else?
I feel like I'd be up there because I'm just. That's how Beck is. Beck's
Where do
not
you
the
guys
kind of
want
king
Lem?
that sits back and lets other people fight for him.
Where do you guys want Lem and Martha?
Personally, I want them back with a Strapo, but what do you guys think?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Where are York? Where's York and Laura?
Not near the action.
Right
Okay,
in the very
so
back.
York's probably behind Beck, and then Laura.
I'm bringing up the rear.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
I
Okay,
think
so
York
Curtis,
should
you-
take rear guard in light of the fact that he's not really close combat, and he has taken an injury already.
Oh, that's right. We did pick up a potion of healing, if I remember correctly.
I don't know. You guys are responsible for checking your treasure.
That's why I'm saying it. Goodness, Lynn, with the sass.
That's my job. I'm the friggin' DM. I
We
can
did.
say what
We
I
picked
want.
up a potion of healing in room 13 after the owlbear rolled out of there.
I have all the power.
As well as a scroll of silence and a scroll of revivify that we have no idea what it is because we tried desperately to roll for it, but it didn't work. Just bringing it up.
So anyway, okay. So Curtis, you're busting in this room.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna open the door and walk through, and say
So
to.
you walk. Oh, go ahead.
I say to the goblins, "Hey there, how's it going?"
You hear a goblin turn around and go, "What the?" And the other one also. They both point their bows at you. What's the meaning of this? And the room is pretty similar to the other one. It's kind of still like decrepit and like crumbled. Just also note that you guys are all still wearing your red cloaks. So they look at you, Curtis, and they're like, "Who sent you?"
Name's Curtis. I am the personal bodyguard and emissary of your new king, Beck. Come on in, Beck. I say that last bit in common.
All right.
Why shouldn't we shoot you right now?
I hold
Well-
up Grohl's head. Oh wait, I don't know what they're saying. Darn it.
I gesture to the head. King Beck. I'm speaking in common. You wanna hold that thing up?
You bet I do.
And in Goblin, I say to the goblins, "Well, that's reason one. Reason two, I couldn't help but overhear that you were discussing the vacation plans that you might take if you got vacation, and I can guarantee that if you're cooperative, under King Beck, you're gonna get vacation." King Beck,
So
you
one
will
of them
find...
looks at you and she
She does what?
goes, "Words don't really count for much. I prefer things to be written. If you're promising vacation plans, I need that in writing." And she says that to you in common, actually.
Oh.
Wow. Hello. It's nice to find a goblin who speaks common in here. I apologize for not speaking goblin. This is terrible for me as a king not to speak common, but
You hear a cough from Lem in the background.
We know, Lem. Shut up. But sure, we can draft something up. I'm sure. How much vacation do you get in your current plan?
And you see her look at the other goblin. She goes, "We get 2 weeks vacation, but I want 4.
How long have you worked for the company?
She looks down and looks at her hands.
Um,
A long time.
now
She
to
stands,
to
she
tell
stands strong.
to tell whether she's bullshitting on the 2 weeks thing. What would
You
I
have to
roll?
make a deception check.
Okay, deception. Let's see.
Insight.
I got a 14.
Would it be insight? Insight?
Oh, insight. Excuse me.
Okay.
Insight.
Let's see.
Roll insight.
Could I, if I had rolled that with insight, I would have gotten a 13. Can I use that?
So roll an insight. Just go ahead and roll insight.
Okay.
A separate roll.
17! Oh, you knew the day that you made me re-roll.
I was gonna say, if you want, you can also add your bardic inspiration if you want to.
Okay. I'm good with a 17.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't know what the heck she's talking about.
Okay. I'm gonna take a couple steps closer to her. In fact, get right up in her face and say, "Okay, this time without the bullshit. How many vacation days do you currently get?"
She steps right up into you and she goes, "As many as I want."
Oh yeah, that's under King Grohl. He lets you take as many vacation days as you want.
I'm not gonna take any sass from a human.
Is she still talking in common?
Oh yeah, you guys can hear all this. Anyone who speaks common.
Beck holds up King Grohl's head, and he's just like, "Hey, King Grohl, how much vacation days did they have?" "Oh, I didn't give them any vacation days." "Oh, hey! I hear you didn't really get any vacation days. So how about we work together? We're trying to forge a new world and a new time here at Cragmaw Castle. And I think that 2 weeks sounds very reasonable."
Roll persuasion.
Nope. That's not gonna happen. 7.
She looks at you and she goes, "Why should I listen to a half-breed? How do I know you're gonna be any better than King Grohl?"
I put my hand on my sword. Well, for one thing, King Grohl wasn't strong enough or smart enough to keep his head, if you get my gist. And number 2, I think 1 week's vacation sounds just fine. Don't you?
She looks at you. Are you trying to do any persuasion at all?
I'm trying to intimidate her.
Roll intimidation.
Okay. I got a
With your
5,
bardic-
and I think that's a
use your
good point
bardic.
to use my bardic inspiration die. Just to supplement this a little. Okay.
Okay.
So I rolled a 5. I'm up to 10 on my intimidation.
She looks at you and she says, "Screw you," and draws her sword. Roll initiative, guys.
Oh, boy.
18.
I rolled a 19.
You done messed up, AA Rod. 21.
Okay.
I got a 15 plus 1.
Okay. Beck, you're first up. You got 2 goblins in front of you. The one's right up in Curtis's face, and the other one has got its a hand on its scimitar.
Man. I was really hoping you two would work out, but we just can't have this.
Talking is a free action.
Are you guys together?
Are you asking a question? Are you asking them a question?
Yeah. Are you guys a thing?
The gal responds, "Wouldn't you like to know?" And the guy goes, "Yes!"
I'm just kind of wondering, if I kill one of you, is the other one going to be very upset? I am trying my best to be a fair king here, and I really need people to run the castle in my stead. But listen, we're gonna have to kill you. There's a friggin' bear in the hallway, or we can de-escalate this whole situation and move on.
Are you wanting to persuade?
Sure, but that's an intimidation. Because I've got out my maul. I'm like, I just told them I'm gonna have to kill them if I don't.
I'll let you do intimidation.
That's funny. It landed against the corner of the screen. 11.
They hold their ground.
All right. Well, it was nice. I'm sure you guys are happy together. I swing my maul. I get a 16.
Okay.
swinging it at the one that's being the most defiant.
Yeah, that's the gal.
Unfortunately.
It hits.
Very sorry for your loss, sir. Oh, what the?
What was their damage?
8. Yeah.
So, you're going with your maul?
Yeah.
You come down and you just and slam her up against the wall, and she drops down in a heap. And
This like,
the
feels
other
so bad.
the other goblin goes, "No, we were so close to having vacation."
You could still have it. I'm really sorry about your girlfriend.
Next up is York.
Maybe we should give him funeral time.
I guess they're gonna need it.
So York, one goblin's dead, the other one is just bawling now.
York sees an opportunity to twist the knife in the wound a little bit, and
God.
Plucking at invisible strings, as music begins to weave itself around him, he casts the vicious mockery cantrip, and his hurtful words take form. A string of insults laced with subtle enchantments cause them to make a wisdom saving throw with a 14 DC.
Okay. Wisdom.
That's so brutal.
They failed that.
Okay, they're going to take 1d4 psychic damage. So
Okay,
they took
roll
2
it.
psychic damage, and they
So-
have disadvantage on their next attack.
So you see the goblin, like, he's devastated that his significant other has been demolished, and then you hear him grab his head and goes, "Why are you doing this to me?"
Loser, loser, you are a loser.
I just wanted to go on vacation with my love.
No vacation, friends are dead.
Oh no! Oh man, that's brutal.
Next up is Curtis.
Okay.
So Curtis, you have a goblin who's down on the ground on his knees, weeping and holding his head, going, "Why?"
I don't know if anybody's gonna be okay with this, but can we? I don't know. Can we do something for them?
Yeah, we can give him paid vacation. Or, you know,
If only we knew. If only we knew what this scroll of revivify meant. Maybe we could save them. But I guess, if only. Oh well.
Too bad you don't have any wizards. Womp womp.
I'm gonna
my gosh.
I'm
What
gonna
if
look
that
back at
wizard
back.
could see us now trying to save everyone in this castle? What a world it would be. Curtis, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I look back at Beck. What are my orders?
If he wants to,
The goblin is openly weeping.
I feel really bad. That would just be like a mercy killing. I don't know. Maybe ask him. I'd be happy if he would come along with us because join the ranks. He could totally have vacation time and plenty of what's it called when you get bereavement time.
I take my hand off my sword, off the hilt of my sword, which has never left its scabbard, and I say to the goblin, "Look, this has all gone down really unfortunately, but King Beck is entirely understanding of your situation, and willing to offer you some bereavement time off to grieve your loss if you'll simply join his kingdom." Has the goblin put down his sword?
Persuasion.
What's that?
No, he's open. Well, he doesn't even have his hand on his sword. It's openly weeping. Roll persuasion.
Okay.
With
Let's
advantage,
see.
Nope. Nope.
16.
So he's openly weeping like, "Patricia, I was gonna ask you to join me in matrimony." That was the only point of vacation.
Oh shit, dude.
And then
dude, man, we tried. I mean, I asked you guys, like, literally. We tried so hard.
Oh, come
So
on.
he,
You're
like-
just rubbing salt in the wound now. This isn't his fault.
So he stands up for a minute and he grabs the sword. He's like, I should show you, but she was always a strong goblin, and I should be strong too. Whatever you want to do, I'll do.
Maybe he can be like a line cook or something.
Yeah, do you know how to make sandwiches?
I don't know anything about Patricia.
Oh no.
That's halfway to Patty, and then we're in business.
It's true.
She was my world and my life, but you took her from me, but you somehow seem very persuasive. He has sheathed his scimitar and is just looking at you guys, a broken shell of a goblin with looking for a purpose in his life now.
Laura, do you want to give him like a big bear hug or something? Like just like keep him warm? I don't know.
I really don't want to. He's really annoying.
You see him pull out like a necklace. It's not really that great looking, but hey, probably for goblins it's top notch. And he goes, I waited too long. I'm sorry, my love. And he lays it on her body.
Is she like super dead?
Oh, she's super dead AF.
Oh man, I really desperately tried to give them an option.
And
What
they
do you
didn't
want
take
of
it.
Me? What do you want of me, your liege? And he's speaking in Goblin this whole time, by the way.
Oh,
Okay.
that changes
He
a lot.
wants to know what to do.
I don't know,
He should
man.
help us get everyone vacation time. It's what she would have wanted.
That is true. That's true. Would you? Yeah, he could be like the union leader.
She only wanted to see the Vermilion Coast at sunset.
You know, we could make you a chance. Are there any other goblin ladies that you had your eye on? I mean, I don't know. How close were you
Curtis,
guys?
Curtis,
Don't.
say
Here, wait.
any
Never
of
mind. Never mind.
No, I'm face palming hard.
this? So, Curtis, all you're hearing from this goblin is him going, she just wanted to see the sunrise on the Vermilion Coast.
Beck, is there anything else we can do here for this guy?
Okay, so I mean, the only thing that worries me about him, we got to do something to keep him on our side, sort of, because his grief will eventually turn into hatred, and he's gonna come back.
Hatred
to the
leads
castle.
to anger.
Yeah, I mean,
Anger leads to anyway.
I mean, you guys emotionally destroyed him, so, you know.
maybe I don't know. Like, could we like how much? Where does he keep saying a place or something? Should we like give him some money to go on vacation or something?
You know, if we're worried about him turning on us, we could tie him up.
Do you say this in common or goblin? Are you guys discussing
No,
in common?
we're talking in common.
Common.
Okay.
'Cause I don't
He's
speak
just
goblin.
sitting there. At this point, he's back on his knees, just openly weeping.
You know what? Let's just leave him here. We're gonna know if he's still here because he's weeping. Just tell him to stay here. We'll come back for him and help him with arrangements.
Can I just look at them, like I kind of like look to make sure that you guys not seeing me. I just go,
As a bear, you do that to the goblin?
yeah, oh yeah.
Roll a
No.
persuasion roll.
You're saying that to the grieving goblin that you're gonna kill
No,
him?
no. I say it to you guys, like.
Oh, like we
So
should.
you guys see all of a sudden the bear, like, goes, "Rrr," and you guys look, and the bear just takes its paw and just goes. How do you guys react?
Man, seems pretty rough, but at the same time, I don't know. Laura, you're probably the last one alive that really, cherishes life. So if you're saying that you should kill this guy, it just feels wrong.
You guys don't have to do anything. It's up to you guys. I mean, again, he's
Well,
crying.
tell him to stay here, and if he leaves, he's gonna meet Patricia in the afterlife very quickly.
Okay.
You,
What's your name, buddy? I say to him.
Patrick.
Patrick. Well, Patrick, King Beck says that. Okay, Patrick. King Beck says that if just stay here for now. We're gonna come back. We're gonna work out some bereavement time for you, some vacation arrangements.
Wait. The plan is to make him stay in the room with his dead love's body? That's the plan?
Well, yeah,
Stay here.
to mourn, to grieve properly.
What would you rather us do? Drag her out and hang her over the wall?
I don't know. It just feels like
We could throw
stay
her.
here.
We could throw her out the arrow slit so we can stare at her from a distance.
So, you guys, as you guys are kind of like arguing, this, Lem steps forward, and she she sighs, "Let me deal with this incompetence." And,
Lem, I keep forgetting that you're here.
she steps forward, and she kneels beside Patrick and, puts a hand on him, and she goes, "Patrick, I'm, sorry that your mate wasn't smart enough to keep her mouth shut." Which, by the way, anyone who speaks Goblin is the only one to understand this. She goes, "I'm sorry that your mate wasn't smart enough to keep her mouth shut. There's nothing that can be done now. She's dead. And I understand that that's sad. And you should definitely use your time to grieve. But, probably would be best if you did not try to make this worse. Do what you need to do with whatever her name was. But it is probably in your best interest to, probably listen to us as far as what to do. If after we're done with this whole castle thing you don't feel the same way, come talk to me. We'll figure something out. It'll probably end up with you being dead. But why don't you just sit tight here and, we'll come back to you. How does that sound?" And he just blubbers, and she goes, "Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes. Thank you. Just sit tight, hang out here. If you decide you don't like that, go run off into the woods. There's an owlbear that might eat you. I don't care. But be good. Thank you." And she walks back, and she looks at you, Beck, and gives you, like, a thumbs up, and walks back to Martha. You don't know what was said. Curtis was the only one.
I was like, "Thanks, Lem."
That's pretty much what I said. Why wouldn't he listen to me?
And Patrick is just staying by the side of his lost love.
Okay, well, I think we should go. This has gotten awkward.
I'll walk through the door out into the hall again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys have a hallway to, if you went back down south and to the left, you would have a hallway, or you can continue through the door to the north of you. You're not entirely sure where each thing goes.
North door?
Go north.
Okay.
All right.
Who's going through the north door?
I will listen at the north door.
Nice. Smart.
I will smell at the north door.
Yes. Excellent.
You guys don't hear anything, and Laura, you smell something that might smell familiar, but you're not sure why it smells familiar.
But not too familiar.
Not familiar.
I have advantage on
Nice.
perception checks that rely on smell.
I mean, you're welcome to do that.
Do
whatever
it.
you want to do.
I
Hey
have
guys,
21.
look, I have water.
Nice.
You
I smell the F out of that door.
You get the light hint of something that actually smells like Sildar.
Sildar.
Hallwinter.
But I can't tell them because I'm a bear.
Nope.
To be fair, you could switch back and forth pretty easily for no charge.
Oh,
Just saying.
Well, no, it's not a cantrip for her to be shifting.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
She's the circle of the moon, baby. Costs nothing. Combat wild shape. You gain the ability to use wild shape on your turn as a bonus action rather than as an action.
I'll allow it.
What do you mean you'll? The book.
You know, the rules are as a guideline.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the book says that the first rule is that the GM's word is law.
Just
Don't
saying.
F with the GM. Okay, so, Curtis, you didn't notice anything. Lorbear, you have noticed something that smells like Sildar, but you're not sure what.
right.
Sounds all clear.
I kind of claw at the door. We should go in there.
Let's do it.
Smells safe?
Are you guys going in? Who's going in?
I'll go in. I'll open up
Yeah,
the door,
yeah.
walk in.
Why not?
Okay.
Everything's fine.
It's fine.
Old casks of salted meat and sacks of rotting grain fill the storage area. Among the supplies, you see a bloody suit of chainmail, a heavy crossbow, and an unsheathed longsword with the emblem of something unfamiliar worked into its hilt. Laura, this is the smell that smelled like Sildar. This equipment.
Okay.
Everyone who wants to, make a perception check.
Love to make a perception check. Oh, that hurt so much. I watched the digital dice hit 20 and roll over. Yeah, 10.
Wait, how does that roll over?
Well, it
How are you
fakes
watching
it
it?
fakes the roll on the screen.
Oh, I forgot you had the 3D dice enabled. I don't.
Oh, you should turn it off. It's
I rolled a 7.
terrible.
Beck, you recognize that this is actually the equipment of Sildar that he, at some point in your discussions mentioned that he didn't find in the cave.
Yeah.
You're not entirely sure what this, equipment is, but it definitely matches the description of him saying, I was so bummed I missed it. No, he didn't talk like that, but,
It's
you
totally
know,
what he
he
sounded
was-
like. It's exactly how I remember him.
hey guys, I was totally bummed that I lost this equipment. It was like chainmail and then a sword and yeah.
That's
This
him.
is
Nailed
Sildar. This is Sildar Hallwinter's equipment.
Cool. So yeah, we'll pick it up, I guess.
Okay.
So
You
what
don't have to
was
worry
it?
about any carrying things.
Right, but
I
we need to worry about what it is.
Can
Chainmail.
You find chainmail, a heavy crossbow, and an unsheathed longsword with the emblem of something.
Can I look at the emblem?
Yeah, it's like a dragon. It looks pretty baller. You don't recognize where it's from though.
Cool.
Ah, the emblem of the baller dragon. I am not familiar with this at all.
Does anyone recognize this dragon symbol? Someone maybe that's been in Wollington.
I was gonna say York and Curtis. You could make a.
What do you guys? Do you guys recognize this?
Make a
Happy
York.
history.
Yeah, York and Curtis make a history check.
Got a 24.
18.
You both recognize this as the alliance of the good lords. Essentially people
Good
who
lord.
It's essentially an alliance of people who try to do good and try to do things, which actually, oh, wait, that rings a bell. This is the thing that Sildar has mentioned in the past, one of the reasons why he didn't go with you guys to Cragmaw Castle, because he's actually,
Very invested
in Wellington for a reason to actually find the person who was part of the Good Lords, which is Glassstaff, aka Lord Albrecht, was part of them and had gone missing. The whole reason he ended up in Wellington. And now feels a sense of duty to try to make sure that more bad stuff doesn't happen in Wellington. So, you guys seeing this, so on top of the barrels of, like, crap food, there's a door to your right, and there's also a door to your left.
One more quick question about the sword. Does it have any special stats that we should know about?
Nope.
Okay.
It's just a fancy looking sword.
Okay. Just wondering if I should hand it over
with
to
the
Curtis.
with the dragon emblem of the Good Lords.
Okay. All right. Well, I based on the curve of the room that we were just in and the room that we are currently in, I would say that we should probably check out this door to the left real quick before moving on.
Sounds good. Shall I lead the way?
Are you guys just busting in
I'll
again?
just let me try this one.
You got it.
And I just go ahead and open the door. Hello! Hello, everyone. I'm your new king. Is there anybody in there?
Foreplane.
I just start talking before I notice. So
Completely empty. 4 plain straw pallets and bedrolls are lined up on the floor of this barracks. Brackets on the wall hold a number of weapons, spears, swords, morning stars, and more. The north of the wall shows signs of damage, but the floor is swept clean of rubble. And there are 4 hobgoblins in front of you going, WTF, who is this fool?
hello. Do any of you speak common? I'm your new king.
I walk in and translate. King Beck asks, hello, do any of you speak common? I am your new king.
One raises a hand, but also putting a hand on their weapon.
I point at that guy and I'm like, my man, all right, you, sir. You come up to the front of the class. You have been elected an official to help us in this transition. Here's the deal. I'm taking over this castle. Hi, I'm King Beck. It's nice to meet you. If you don't come with us, you will be met with brute force, which we have in spades. Here's King Girl's head. See, check it out. So it would be great if you would all be willing to join us in a brand new castle venture in the future of Cragmaw Castle.
So one of the hobgoblins shouts to the other one, and the only anyone who speaks goblin will understand this, of what is this nonsense? And the one that raised its hand is like, this guy says he's the new king. That's Grohl's head.
Got a crown.
What do you guys want to do?
You guys should come in. You guys should get in the room. That's probably for the best.
I come in the room.
There we go. Now we got a bear.
Is anyone else saying anything else?
Can I come in the room but stand on my back legs and just stand there with my...
Are you wanting to intimidate or...
I rolled a 14.
Okay. The one that was speaking, that at least understood common was like, well, wait a minute. And the other two, no, screw this, let's try. So you guys have one more chance to say something before they attack. Curtis, or anyone else who speaks Goblin, are the only ones that know that this... Well, outside of seeing their actions getting slightly aggressive.
Okay, I'm gonna glance back at Beck and look questioningly at him.
If they can join us, it'd be great. I mean, hobgoblins would be a big helper.
All right, I turn my attention back to the hobgoblins and I say, you'd be an invaluable asset, but I don't think you properly understand the gravity of the situation. I put my hand once again on the hilt of my sword. Dissenters will be decapitated. We will brook no insurrection. Will you join us or perish?
Roll roll intimidation with advantage because of the intimidation that Lord Bear is providing.
Okay. Let's see. So I got a 21.
Nice.
So two of them, like, take their hands off their weapon, and the one furthest back, near the wall goes, no. And, pulls out its sword.
I draw my sword, beckon,
I was gonna
and
say,
grab my shield.
Curtis and Beck, get a surprise round.
Oh.
Okay. Let's hack him up.
I rolled 19 for initiative, I guess.
Curtis, what did you roll?
I rolled an 18.
Okay, so
I
Beck,
rolled a 21.
Beck, you get the first attack on this one hobgoblin who has not taken their hand off the weapon.
Alright. I'm going to try to smash him in the head. I got an 18.
It just barely hits. Go for it.
Ooh, just barely an 18. Friggin' hobgoblins. Oh my god. 15 damage?
Wow.
So,
I
other
critted my
two, like-
damage.
the other two, like, let off their weapons, and Beck sees the guy who's going for his longsword, and Beck just comes up and just, whoa, bonk! And slams that guy to the ground, and he is not moving.
Any other questions?
Happy birthday to the ground.
The other two, saying, well, one of them says in common, the one in common that understood, he goes, no problems here. Hey, welcome King Beck. Beck?
Beck.
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 You got it.
What
My
do
man.
you need? What do you need?
So there were 4 though, right?
There
Oh.
were.
Right. There's 3 now, so there's still 1 dissenter.
There's one in the center who has not made it clear whether they are not doing anything or are doing anything.
So I glare at that one. Can I just I glare at him over the dead body of his compatriot, and I'm just like, and you?
Roll intimidation with advantage because you killed someone.
Let's see, that one's a 22, and that one was a 16. So how about 22?
So you said it in common, I'm assuming.
Common, yeah.
And Goblin, you see the bugbear raises up his hands like, I got no problems. I got no problems. Said in Goblin.
He's surrendering.
All right. Wow. This is going swimmingly so far. Can someone explain to them that they should probably also do the same about staying here? Maybe
In Goblin, I say,
maybe one of them
say
comes
to
with
them,
us.
In Goblin, I say to them, you've chosen wisely. Welcome to the team. Now, your current orders are to remain guard here. If you should spot any suspicious activity, you are to come notify us at once. And we'll be bringing... I turn back to Beck. Beck, you want one of them with us?
It'd be great if the one that speaks common.
Okay. I gesture to the one that speaks common and say in Goblin, what's your name?
He pauses for a minute and goes, me?
Yeah, you.
My name is Derry.
Derry?
All
All right, Derry.
Yes, sir. Derry.
How would you like to be the official translator to the king?
Sounds like a position you can make
Translator.
some cheddar.
You'll be acting as an intermediary between the king and any individuals who have to converse with him in Goblin.
I missed Rob's joke. What was it?
I would say that sounds like a really good job.
Oh my gosh.
That's actually a different cheese pun.
I had to get them both in there.
His name is actually spelled Darry, so
Doesn't matter.
Derry.
Of course.
Derry looks and you goes, well, you seem to be doing that job pretty well. I much prefer to be smashing in skulls, so if that's okay.
Okay. How would you like
Fine.
to be the official smasher of skulls? for our little entourage.
Do I get a pay raise?
What do you get paid now?
He like looks around and goes, money, gold, yeah.
Liar. Everybody's a liar in this castle. Listen, we understand that you. No, I don't even need to roll for anything. Listen, no, it's not going to give you a pay raise yet. Once we have taken over the castle and we start to rebuild, there will be business coming to Cragmaw Castle. And in that business, you will have a job that makes money.
Okay.
That's the spirit. Now come crush some skulls with us. Do you like your friends?
Nah, whatever.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. What do you guys do with the other two hobgoblins?
Well, they're supposed to...
They have their orders.
Yeah.
Okay. They stand there nodding.
Do you...
Okay.
Okay. We did give them orders to watch and if they see anybody to come get us. Just FYI. For a reminder. Alright, well let's go to this room to the right, through 5 and over here up at the top. Boop.
Okay.
So you guys are going to the easternmost door through the storage room,
Yes.
correct?
Mhm.
Okay. What is your guys' order for going through?
Shall I walk through?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
walk on through.
Okay.
Just want to let Laura actually hit something a little bit.
I don't think I've drawn my sword even once this
Oh
session.
really?
Yeah.
I thought you killed somebody.
Nope. You killed at least 2 people,
I've killed 2 people. Dang.
including the long love of one
I
goblin
gave
named
her an
Patrick.
option and she chose poorly.
This chamber occupies the northern tower of the castle. A stone altar stands in the middle of the room, covered with a blood-stained black cloth. Golden ritual implements, a chalice, a knife, and a censer are carefully arranged on top of an altar. 2 archways to the south are covered in heavy curtains. You see 3 goblins that are covered in filthy rags, and they all 3 yelled out, "Attack the non-believer!"
Think we found the temple, guys.
And that is where we're going to end the session.
Nice.
Nice.
Cliffhanger.
That's a good one.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Awful Good. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Awful Good Crew. And please subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, or wherever you get your good podcast. You can also watch our show on YouTube, and you can find out more information on our website at awfulgoodcrew.com. We are going to read one of the awesome reviews we got this week from Johnny, and I will do this in our bardic intro voice. Good time fun! Wow, is all I can think of to say about the Awful Good Crew. I mean, there's just so much happening at once. What I really find charming about the podcast is how it's a bunch of friends playing and learning. Yes, I said learning the in and outs of the D&D game. I really think there's something awesome here, and I can't wait to see how the team grows. Thank you so much, Johnny,
Woo!
for leading
Thank
us a
you.
Yay!
review.
Yay.
If you have been enjoying our podcast and stream and whatnot, please leave us a review and we will read it. Again, my name is Lynn Andrews. I'm your adorkable DM. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at 6colorstories with the numeral 6. Mary, where can we find you?
I'm on Instagram at the Mary Russell.
And Brian, where can we find you?
You can find me at, excuse me, The Underfold, pretty much on any social media and website, just adamnot.com, and you'll find comics and this podcast.
And Jackson, where can we find you?
You can find me at chocolatebook.net, where every weekday I eat chocolate, read the Bible, and blog about it. Daily Bible studies. You might be surprised based on the sort of character that I play, but yeah, I'm into that.
And Rob, where can we find you?
You can find me at the Old Crossroads at midnight under a full moon.
Excellent. And last but not least, we also have a new Awful Good Discord channel. If you're looking for that, hit us up. We also have an email.
Check out our website.
Check out our website at awfulgoodcrew.com. Also, we're interested this week. What tabletop RPG games do you like to play? What systems do you like? What kind of dice do you like to use? Feel free to hit us up at our email at awfulgoodcrew@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope you guys have a fabulous week and happy gaming.
Woo!
Woo!
That's right.
Beck.
I forgot I was a bear.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're a
I
brown.
forgot I was a bear.
I love this game.